As you can see, you have much to be proud of. However, the pride you feel today should extend to other in today's audience. Yes, he is the person behind this event. He is none other than Engineer Amjad Ali, without whose effort this event was difficult. Now, I invite Engineer Tabriz to introduce Amjad Ali.
Assalamualaikum. Good evening. Myself Muhammad Tabriz, done mechanical engineering in the year 2004. Working in SEC as a projects mechanical engineer. Now I would like to invite Engineer Amjad Ali on stage. He will deliver a brief seminar on risk management. Before seminar, I would like to brief about Engineer Amjad Ali's professional and educational qualification. Engineer Amjad Ali by profession is Quality Assurance Manager working in Inma Utility, a subsidiary of Arabian Bramco. Engineer Amjad Ali is Certified Lead Auditor, ISO 9001-2008, Certified Welding Inspector, CSIP, Six Sigma Green Belt, ASNT Level 2, and approved Aramco Quality Manager. Educational qualifications, done civil engineering in the year 1995. Engineer Amjad Ali.
Thanks, Engineer Tabriz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good evening, gentlemen. Today, our topic is risk management. It's a tricky topic. Many of them, they think that risk management means it is only related to safety. But now things have been changed. Risk management, it starts in each and every field. And just we can say ISO recently they have introduced risk management also. So earlier it was there were only 9 procedures, but they have added one more, which is risk management. So just to start with it, I like to thank everyone and welcome everybody, and say it's an honor for me to be here again. So just will continue it. I want to know what is risk. So can anybody tell me?
An uncertain event which will make a negative impact on the.
Excellent, excellent. So,
Can you name
Irfan
Irfan.
So risk management. Risk may happen or it may not. But if you identify at early stage, you can stop it. You can treat it. But if it happens at later stage, then it will be after the fact and you will lose it. By the way, risk starts when I wake up early morning and meet with my wife at the breakfast table. Don't quote my words. Otherwise I have to go back to my home also and recording is going on. Risk management process. This process, it's a series of steps you have to undertake in sequence. You have to start with continual improvement, making decision, and the most important thing is you have to minimize the impact. Why we need to analyze the risk? So, is the big question, why we need to analyze the risk? Before starting any of the project, you need to identify the risk, collect the samples, take expert advice, learn from your previous experience, which is called lesson learned. And I give you one example. Demonetization in India, it happens. So, do you agree it was a big risk? Just the start, everybody were disturbed and going here and there because it has not been analyzed at early stage. So this is one of the reasons everybody has suffered there in India. Risk is of two types. One is known risk and another one is unknown risk. So let us start with the known risk. If we are driving the car, just I'll take one example. If we are driving the car, we are going to Medina, like 450 kilometers, something like. So what could be the known risk? Known risk is, we know, okay, I am an expert driver, I can drive, and I am a defensive driver. This is known risk. Unknown risk, we don't know what will be the mechanical failure. So these are the things we have to analyze it. What is the most important thing in this? So planning. If you don't plan, we cannot reach. What happens is most of this accident happens because of this planning it. Yet they don't plan. They wake up late. They want to reach early. They want to go for a prayer. In between what they did, just they make an accident. They sleep less. They drive fast. So if they plan it early, they can leave their house earlier. They can reach on their destination at the assigned time. So planning is the more important factor. Then you have to check your car condition. So these are the known and unknown risks. Risk has, what are the risk components and the risk impact? Risk components are performance, cost, and schedule. And risk impact, it can be negligible, marginal, critical, or it can be disaster. So these are the 7 essential steps which has to be considered in the risk management process. I will not go in deep, just I will try to minimize it because the time is less. So I think we don't want to go in deep in there. So first step is communication and consent. So this word itself, it says, you have to communicate with people. You have to consult with the experts. You have to learn from your previous experience. So this is one of the essential management process, communication and consent. Okay. Communication. It can be within your organization. It can be hired by the consultant, your stakeholders, setting the right team to identify the risk. So second step, establish the context. These are proactive measures, establishing the context, proactive measures, improve your product, avoid your business losses, and find your strength and weakness. This is the most important thing. Okay, many of our engineers nowadays, they are going for the interviews and all. Young engineers I'm talking about. They don't know what is their strength. Just they go and sit in the for the interview and they cannot communicate well. So first thing is they have to identify what is their strength. If they find their strength, they can go there, sit with the interviewer. Okay, don't allow him to overtake you. What is your strength? You just keep him in that only. If you go in his strong area, you will lose it. You will lose the job. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So especially for young engineers, my advice is you stick with your strong area. Identify the risk. Step number 3. How you can identify? So what can be happen? You have to think on that. How can it happen? Why can it happen? How you can treat? If you identify, then only you can stop. Do you agree? If you identify your risks, then only you can avoid it. Step number 4, analyze the risk. This is really one of the things everybody has to analyze, think. Risk analysis involvement, combining all the possible consequences or impact of an event, which could be a losses to the organization. Evaluate the risk. As I say, how you can evaluate the risk? By planning. You have to check your vehicle condition, you have to check the air pressure, you have to check the traffic hazards, as I was giving one of the example of the driving. Step number 6, treat the risk. So how you can treat if you avoid going outside unnecessarily. So this is one of the way you can treat it. You don't have to go again and again outside. Just plan it one, go and don't go unnecessarily. This is one of the way. If you can hire a safe transportation, private public transportation, this is one of the way to avoid it. So this is the way you can treat the risk. So avoid the risk by planning. Change the likelihood by measuring and testing. Change the consequences by expert advice. Share the risk. Share the risk means you have to make aware of the consequences, the problems. You have to keep on sharing. So as one of the example I will give you, in January 28, 2010, Toyota car has announced recalling of approximately 5.2 million vehicles. Mostly these were Camry cars, because the problem was accelerator. Why? They know the problem. They hide it. They do not share it. So once it gets into market, it fails the test and they have to recall it back, and it was a huge loss. So if you share the risk, you can minimize it. This is a part of sharing the knowledge, as we were discussing earlier. Retain the risk. So retain the risk. This will be for your lesson learned in upcoming projects, upcoming future activities. So you have to retain the risk. Monitor and reviews. Monitor. So how you can monitor? You have to keep on attending the meetings. You have to test it during the process. You have to conduct the audits, collect the sample. If the process is going on out of range, take appropriate corrective actions. So always there have to be a continual improvement during the course of action, gaining extra knowledge, conducting seminars, attending the meetings, short-term courses. Most important thing is fixing the target and achieve the targets. So just with this, I want to end my presentation. In future, if anybody want any sort of presentations and all, any workshop, I'm ready. You can contact me anytime. Just with the batch of 5 or 10 persons, I'll be ready. Okay, gentlemen, I will end my presentation.
Thank you. Now, I call up with a memento as a token of love and respect. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. So, dear friends, once again be ready for the quiz. First question is, can you list one engineering society?
IEEE. IEEE.
Just long form of IEEE. Abbreviate, please.
Institute of Electrical and Electronics. Institute of Electrical and Electronics. Institute of Electrical and Electronics. Institute of Electrical and Electronics.
So the next question is, what is known risk and unknown risk? Anybody, what is known risk and unknown risk?
Non risk, like if suppose you're driving a car, it's unknown risk. Okay, what accident happens unknown? That's unknown risk.
Known risk?
No. Unknown risk is what will happen while driving the car. Suppose you're driving, you don't know what will happen to the car. Will make accident.
Which is correct? No, you don't answer. You don't answer. We'll ask.
Yeah, he wants to. Anyone
No,
else?
no, you have finished. Somebody who has not answered. Somebody who has not answered, please.
Known risk is a risk which is learned by the previous projects or previous incidents, whatever has happened. There is a known risk. Unknown risk is an unknown incident which could happen, which is not seen. Where we can, when you are implementing a project, based on your experiences, you plan the risk, what risk could happen, what risk could not, what we could foresee. Basically, unknown risk as a risk which could happen at any time, at any part of the moment, which is not planned.
Noor Mohammed.